So this is the Supercheap 168 piece Toolpro X toolkit. This is supposed to be their professional grade. I spend a lot of time comparing the toolkits that are available at Supercheap in about this price range, about this number of pieces and what else they had there. If you're not interested in seeing that bit, just skip forward to about 12 minutes and we'll go through what's actually in this case.
Okay, so I've been looking at these new Toolpro X toolkits, just wondering if they're actually worth the money. I mean, $400 is a fair whack of money. You can buy a fairly decent toolkit for that, especially in around the 200 piece. So I just thought we'd have a bit of a look at this set and see if I think it's worth buying. Now it's $399, $400. So what I like about it is it actually has real screwdrivers as well as pliers, and it's got a 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch drives. So I mean, it's a lot like my Barker set, only a few more pieces, and it has the pliers and the screwdrivers. So yeah, now this is the new one from Supercheap. It's supposed to be trade quality. It's a lifetime warranty. The boys over at Mighty Car Mods use them all the time, and even though they are sponsored by Supercheap, I think if they were rubbish they'd call them out on it. So yeah, comes in this nice case. The people who've been talking about it, even the reviews, seem to think that it's pretty good. So one thing I do like about it, if you're in a workshop, is that the case separates into 2 easy pieces and they are built to fit drawers. So yeah, that could be useful. But I just thought we'd see what else we could get for the same sort of money, for the same sort of pieces. So we'll have a bit of a quick look just at what Supercheap offers, I figure, because everyone's got a Supercheap in town. So we'll start at the bottom end. Here's this Supercheap SCA 153 piece toolkit. So look at this, it actually comes with the toolkit there. You've got your precision screwdrivers, you've got a socket wrench with a set of sockets, you've got a little T driver there as well, a couple of extensions, you've got your fairly basic pliers set, but still a pliers set. You get your wire stripper and a few contacts. You have your hacksaw and some screwdrivers, as well as a bit driver and a wide variety of bits there. We've got a little knife and some spanners and a shifter. So yeah, that's not a bad little array of starter tools. I wouldn't think they were the best quality, but for what they are, they're probably a good thing. So yeah, not something I'd buy, but still, if you were looking for a set of tools, it wouldn't be a bad place to start. This one's a bit 147. It's just in the little it's a cantilever box. So normally 140. It just happens to be on special today for 80. This one's got your hammer, your tape measure. It's the same little set of pliers and a shifter, your 2 screwdrivers, and your screwdriver bit driver with all your bits. Looks like it's still got some contacts. Oh yeah, and there's your wire stripper. Set of Allen keys, some spanners, a few sockets, including your spark plug sockets, as well as your knife. So yeah, that's $80, but like I say, it's down from 140, so it's kind of still in the same park. And now we have your BMC toolkit. This one's got what BMC stands for, blow molded case, I reckon. So you've got your couple of screwdrivers and your bit drivers with plenty of bits, Allen keys there and there. You've got a wire brush, circuit tester, tyre tester, your 2 pliers and your shifter. The sockets seem a bit sparsely set out there, I'm not so sure about that, but you've still got your 1/2 inch drive and a few extensions, as well as your spark plug sockets. a couple of spanners there, so that's not too bad. Everyone seems to be pretty happy with it. Folds up, looks like that, so yeah. So here we have the 115 piece Toolpro cantilever toolkit. This is normally 150. She's $90 this week. So it comes with the ball peen hammer and a decent sort of a hacksaw. Got a nicer looking socket wrench and a few sockets there. You've still got your contacts and your wire stripper. A bit of a range of spanners, 4 screwdrivers, 2 sets of Allen keys, some nicer looking pliers there. They got the comfort handles, and you've still got your precision screwdriver bits as well as the cantilever toolbox, of course. This one says it comes with a lifetime warranty. Everyone here seems pretty happy with it, the people that have bought it, so yeah. So this is the Toolpro Automotive Toolkit, 198 piece. So yeah, this has got your pliers, but they look to be a little bit small to me. They're probably 5-inch, I'd say. But an awful lot of sockets, including your deep sockets, which are always good. And some nice looking Allen keys there, nice long series Allen keys. And better looking ratchets. You've got your 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch, all your extensions. You got your little bit driver there. Was a wobble and a breaker bar. So on your wheel, what do you call it? Wheel nut. No. Yeah, wheel nut sockets. So we've got the big lifetime warranty on it. Everyone saying it's an awesome kit. One complaint there that they're not 6-point sockets, they're mostly 12-point sockets, but that's a personal choice, so yeah, that's something to think about. We step up here to King Chrome, which is a step above. So you know this is all lifetime warranty, so this is a 1/2 inch drive 85 piece, which has got your decent set of pliers. I have the same pliers. I bought them separately, but I think they're a good thing. And a shifter, set of mini Allen keys. There's your bit driver, a box full of bits, 2 screwdrivers, nice set of spanners, breaker bar, a ratchet, which is probably the same ratchet I got in my advent calendar, if you've seen those videos, and a fair old range of sockets there, so as well as your spark plug sockets. So that's not a bad looking set. So that's normally $360. It's $329 today. So yeah, everyone seems happy with that. And this is a 3/8 drive 120 piece. So the difference between the two, this one is a 1/2 inch and this one is a 3/8. Basically this one has more bits. So it just depends what you use. A lot of people say if you're working on cars you should be using 3/8. I only recently bought a 3/8 kit. You ought to sell my Milwaukee kit. Before that I only ever had a 1/2 inch or 1/4. So once again that's personal choice. This one comes with your 2 screwdrivers, your bit driver, a whole load of bits, your spanner set with your shifter, a knife, which is a good thing. I've had one of them for 20 years. A shorter set of Allen keys, spanners. Yeah, you know it's going to be good. Now up to the Stanley Trade. Now I don't know if this is better than King Chrome. I hear lots of things about Stanley. Some people say they're still good, some people say they're rubbish now. I have a Stanley 1/4 inch drive set that I can't remember when I bought it, but I've put, you know, a 4-foot bar on the 1/4 inch ratchet. used it to pull things over, so I've not ever had a problem with it. This is not a bad looking set. You've got all your spanners, you've got big Allen keys there, your 2 spark plug spanners, some bits, and you've got your pliers and a shifter. Nice looking ratchet, a fair range of sockets. So yeah, 94 piece for $270. And we'll step up to the 132 piece with pliers, which is $460. So this is sort of getting more into the territory of competing with the one I'm looking at. 168 pliers and that. So once again, I'm not a real fan of just the latex dip ply handles. I like the comfort grips, but as ever, that's entirely up to whoever's using them. This one's got a few screwdrivers, as well as a bit driver with all the bits, and the probably 1/2 inch and 1/4 ratchets. Yep. And then you have the 156 Tranley Trade Kit. This is $4.99. So a good set of spanners there. Once again, your pliers, heaps of bits, nice set of Allen keys, plenty of sockets, 3 ratchets, lots of extensions, a bit driver, teeny tiny sockets. Another nice thing. And the top end Toolpro, which is not the one I'm looking at, basically because I don't need any more socket sets. Not that I need any more tool sets at all, really, but yeah, this one just has all the extra sockets and spanners and 3 different sizes and all the deeps. So it's metric / SAE. Well, I don't really need the standard because there's nothing here in Australia that I'll need standard for. Once again, no one's complaining about it. They're all saying that it's quite good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to try and get my hands on this and just have a look at it, see if I can feel the quality, see if I think it's quality. I'll be waiting until I can get it on a bit better price than $400. This one is metric and standard, but as there's no option for what I particularly want, I'll have to take that one. So yeah, hopefully I'll flip this screen and then you'll see the this toolkit in front of you. Okie dokie, so this is the kit. She's a big heavy bugger, let me tell you. Now, as you would have seen by the intro if you listened to it, this is $3.99. Now, I really had no use for it other than the fact that I just wanted to see if it was as good as they're saying it is. I basically have most of the tools. There's a few interesting things in here. Right, these are nice little ratchets. No 90 tooth, very, very low drag there. Lots of bits for it. A little bit driver there. Something like 70 bits I think it was, which makes up a lot of the number of pieces in the kit, but always handy to have. You have all your sizes here. The only thing I don't have there is security torques, and as I've just bought some security torques for a couple of projects I'm working on, that's a bit disappointing. Luckily the bolts I bought had a bit with each set, so but you get the screwdriver one, so it can go like that, and it's also got the adapter there, and I quite like this. My Barco set is the same, so you can be on there and crack that off and then just twiddle it out like that, so that's a good thing. The extension for that one will also go into there, so you know, that's quite
1/4 inch extension there, and I see another shorter one over there, so I think that these have the button on there to make it easier to put them on and take them off. So yeah, I mean that's a fair amount of 1/4 inch extension for anyone to want. There is a bit of movement in it, but I don't think that's unusual. Now that ratchet feels very nice, it really does. It's always a worry when you buy the lower end kits, the quality of the extensions, of the ratchets, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that I can see. Just got to remember where everything goes now. Everything seems to fit pretty well in. I bought it down here just like this, flipped it open, and it was all good. Nothing had fallen out of place. Now, as well as your Allen keys here, which are all metric. You have another set of normal Allen keys here. I'm not really sure if I like the fact they've got the little pock mark on the end there where they were taken off the bar stock. That's not particularly good. The ball ends all look pretty nice. It does appear to be just that one single one that has that defect there. Now I do like a proper screwdriver, and I notice all these ones have the striking caps on them. When you look at the back of the box, it does say that the shafts go all the way through to the striking cap, so you can use them as a bit of a chisel driver if you need to. And they've got the black hardened tips on them. The tips do look quite good. Plenty of definition. A little bit of etching on there to help hold on. This is one of the things I was quite interested in. I don't have one of these, if I'll ever need it, but this is the one where the end comes out and there's serrations on the other side, and it coils back in there, and that's supposed to be for gripping pipes, so that may come in handy. Nice breaker bar here. Is good length. So yeah, There's that good solid steel. Now your sockets I'm pretty impressed with. It's 10 all the way up to 24, and then 27, 30 and 32. Your little sockets are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So your full range there. I suspect the Imperial will be the same. I'm not that good with Imperial numbers, but it looks like it's all pretty good. Imperial, kind of not really something I'll use here, but you never know what I might pick up. So, what else have we got? Got a couple of extensions for the 1/2 inch drive. Half-inch drive once again, 90 tooth. Feels very, very good. Your spanners have got that kind of, I don't know, everyone's got their own idea on what makes the best gripping end. It's hard to get that into focus. So she's got the flank drive sort of thing, and the other end's got its own serrations and stuff. They all say it makes it grip harder and work better. Whether or not it does, I don't know. I might put some bolts on the bice and do a bit of test there, see if she slips on me. Right, now the other thing that really interested me here was the pliers. This one comes with a set of pliers. They're fairly loose, but they close up nice. And you've got your wire cutters. I call them diagonal pliers there. I've always called them wire cutters. And your long nose, needle nose. So yes, they come together nicely. One thing I did think when I first spotted these was that they reminded me of something. And I looked around and realised that they are pretty much a copy of my NWS. Just about exact. So, yeah, they certainly don't have made in Germany on them, as the NWS do, but they're pretty much a direct copy. So, hopefully they'll be just as good. So, that's the kit. Oh, a couple of spark plug spanners. That's the kit. Like I said, it's quite massive. It weighs quite a bit. This here hinge separates so that you can pop them in separate drawers in your toolbox. I believe they fit the Toolpro toolboxes. Probably not the super cheap one I've got, but I'll be having a look at that. I don't know, I tend to just use my Barco as a standalone kit. I tend to grab it before anything else because pretty much everything's there, but this one I think is even more comprehensive, so this may just become my go-to kit from now on. It's nice to have everything in one place, and then if I do need any of the specialty stuff I've got in the shelves, I can just go and grab it. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I balked at paying $400 for it, but I got some club credit and I got a couple of vouchers for being a really good worker. So I ended up paying $250 for it, which is still expensive for tools I didn't really need, but they're really just such nice tools. They honestly are. Everything about it screams quality. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to have it. Alrighty, well, we might get into testing some tolerances and things. Now, here's something I've just picked up on while I was giving these a bit of a try. If I pop that on like that, it fits on quite easily. There's a tiny bit of play. But if I try and push it on like that, it really doesn't want to go. And if I lift it on like that, it's fine. Now, once again, these have these serrated jaws. So I'm thinking that that's part of the bolt holding technique. And I just thought I'd double check just in case these are actually 3/4. But that is exactly the same situation. And 19 3/4 being so close, it's not funny. But anyway, I've put as much weight on them as I can with my hands. They're not slipping. I mean, I think that it's probably just the way that they have these different type of bolt holding actions. So yeah, not really a good thing, I don't think. The fact that, you know, if you're going straight onto a bolt like that, you can't really get it on. You need to come over the top. That's going to be annoying in certain situations. But I'm sure I will get used to it. Or if not, they can go back. Okay then, well, I'm pretty impressed with this set. Like I said, it was a lot of money, but it just seems to be really, really nice kit to me. So I might leave it there and head on to the next thing. See ya. And of course, one question does remain. It's the warranty. Now, these are a lifetime warranty, but of course, as with anything that's a lifetime warranty, the company still has to exist when you go to get the warranty. Now, I have a very, well, not that old actually, probably only 18-year-old Techcraft set that when I went to replace part of it because it had broken, that tool was no longer being made. So, or that set of tools was no longer being made, and they didn't want to just give me one of the tools because the tool was half the price of the set of 4 that I'd bought. So they refunded me the value of the tool. This is Supercheap Auto. I mean, they're a big place. I'm part of the club. Everything's on my card. I don't really think they have an issue, but you always have to ask the question. Like I have these HSV Holden Special Vehicles side cutters, lifetime warranty, no longer available. Company that makes them doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, I mean, that's an issue. You know, if it was King Chrome or Sid Chrome, for your American Snap-on, of course, being the big one, and you got Mac tools and all that come out in your trucks. You know, not so much of a drama. The Supercheap Auto was a big company in Australia. They have different shops in that as well, like the Super Group has BCF and a few other places. So I don't really think there'll be any issue with the warranty on this, but it is still something to think about. If I go back there in 10 years and they go, oh no, we don't sell that anymore, turned out it was rubbish. Yeah, it can be a drama, but I'm hoping it won't be a problem, but it's always something to think about.